The golden rays of the sun sparkled on the leaves of the dense forest, and the air was filled with a refreshing fragrance. Many animals lived in this forest, but two stood out the most: the red wolf and the green stork. The red wolf, known to all as Lalu, was clever, fast, and always alert. He knew every path in the forest and could escape any trouble with ease. On the other hand, the green stork, called Hari, was calm, wise, and a bird who understood the secrets of deep waters. His long neck and green feathers made him truly unique. Lalu and Hari often met near the forest pond. They would sit and talk there, but their personalities were as different as night and day. Lalu was always coming up with new schemes, while Hari would advise him to stay calm and make thoughtful decisions. "Aren't you ever afraid, Lalu?" Hari asked one day. "Afraid? Huh, I'm the fastest hunter in the forest. Who would dare scare me?" Lalu replied proudly. "Sometimes it's not strength but wisdom that matters," Hari answered with a gentle smile. Lalu laughed off his words, but in Hari's eyes was a deep understanding, perhaps sensing a danger that had not yet revealed itself. A new rumor was spreading through the forest. Some people from the nearby village were going to enter the jungle. When Lalu heard about it, a gleam appeared in his eyes. "Villagers? That means prey, meat," Lalu said to himself. Hari warned him, "Villagers can be dangerous at times. We should be careful." "You're always talking about caution, Hari. We should take advantage of the opportunity," Lalu replied excitedly. Lalu thought he could easily fool the villagers. His plan was to pretend to be injured, and when the villagers came to capture him, he would trick them and escape. Hari warned him again, "Lalu, be careful. Not every trick works at the right time." But Lalu ignored her words. He always believed in his own ideas. The next day, some villagers entered the forest. They were armed and seemed to be searching for something. As per his plan, Lalu threw himself to the ground and began making groaning sounds to appear injured. The villagers saw him and assumed he was a wounded animal. They began to approach him slowly. A cunning smile spread across Lalu's face. "This is the moment. I'll pounce on them and escape," he thought to himself. But just as the villagers got close, one of them pulled out a net and threw it over Lalu. Before he could understand what was happening, he was trapped. "How can this be?" Lalu thought in panic. His cleverness had worked against him this time. The villagers began to take him away. Hari was sitting by the pond, but her mind was not at ease. She was worried about Lalu. "Lalu is going too far. His cunning might land him in trouble," Hari said to herself. She began thinking about how she could rescue Lalu. Just then, she heard some noises. From the height of the tree, she could see the villagers carrying Lalu away. "Lalu is in trouble," Hari thought. She immediately took flight toward the village. Only one thought filled her mind: she had to save Lalu at any cost. Hari flew swiftly toward the village. She knew that the villagers would not let Lalu go easily. She was thinking about how she could handle the situation wisely. As she reached the village, she saw that the villagers had locked Lalu in a large cage. Lalu looked completely defeated. His cunning had failed him this time. Hari looked around and came up with a plan. She thought, "If I can't fight the villagers directly, then I must use cleverness to deal with this." Hari spread her wings and soared into the sky, circling above the village. To draw the villagers' attention, she began reflecting bright light with her shimmering feathers. The villagers were startled by the dazzling display and thought she was a magical bird. "Look, this isn't an ordinary bird. We must catch it," one of the villagers shouted. Hearing this, Hari smiled. Her plan was working. The villagers left Lalu and ran after Hari to try and capture her. Meanwhile, Hari picked up the cage key and dropped it near Lalu. "Lalu, hurry!" Hari called from above. Lalu quickly grabbed the key and unlocked the cage. He ran straight toward the forest without looking back. Back in the forest, Lalu looked at Hari with gratitude in his eyes. He had realized that cunning doesn't always work. "You were right, Hari. Wisdom is the greatest strength, Lalu said softly. Hari smiled and replied, Cunning may work sometimes, but wisdom keeps us safe every time. Lalu bowed his head in regret for what he had done. He now understood that in life, wisdom is more important than cleverness. Lalu and Hari's friendship grew deeper than ever before. Lalu had now developed the habit of listening to Hari's advice, and Hari had also come to understand that sometimes Lalu's quickness could be useful. The other animals in the forest were happy to see this change in Lalu. He no longer relied solely on his cunning, but made decisions with wisdom. One day, while sitting by the pond, Hari said, In life, both cleverness and wisdom are necessary, but we must understand which one to use and when. Lalu nodded in agreement and said, You're right. I've learned now that true strength lies in our thinking and understanding, not just in cleverness. Hari laughed and said, And that's the real strength of our friendship. And so, Lalu and Hari continued to live their lives guided by wisdom, friendship, and mutual support. Together, they not only protected themselves, but also looked after the other animals in the forest, setting a new example for all. If you like the story, then subscribe, share, and press the bell icon of the channel for more interesting stories.